Boker Tov. So we left off yesterday with a sort of the theological question: why was it? How could it be that Bnei Israel would find themselves in in harm's way or susceptible to the attacks of the enemy that Amalek represents? So I'll give you two framings, and one might not be actually an attempt to explain the event of Mitzrayim, but we'll read this first, and that is by the juxtaposition of this mitzvah to what precedes it. In Parshat Ki Tetzei, just before the mitzvah of Zachor to Amalek, the Torah says, brings out the following mitzvah, brings forward. You shouldn't have sort of different stones of measurement that you for weights, right, in one way or another, large and small, that would easily be used to deceive people. You shouldn't even own them, okay? Because it's bad to own them. You need to have the full measure that's meant to be of these stones, okay? But so that you're not tempted into this sin, and certainly not to use it in sin to cheat people in measures. In order that you should have extended life, right? This is pretty unusual. The Torah should point this out, that this mitzvah, God says, this is, if you follow this mitzvah, you will have length of life, and if you don't, by implication, you will have shortened life. This is an abomination to God. People who do such things, whoever does these awful things to cheat people in ways they'll never know that it's even happening, because you've just shaved off your weight and they don't know that they're getting less than they're supposed to have. Then, Zachor Amalek. The Torah goes on to say, remember what Amalek did to you. So it says Rashi, according to the Midrash, Tanchuma, you know what? If you cheat each other in your measurements and your weights, you should be frightened. You better be afraid of the growl or the roar of the enemy. Those verses in Mishlei, which imply that, but implicitly the connection between that verse and ours. Somehow it implies maybe that, well, I don't know. That's the question. Is it providing a historical reference? Were the Jews cheating each other when they left Egypt, and then they had these weights, and that's why Amalek came? Or is it the message for the future? You should know enemies like this will come. So remember what Amalek did to you, and you'll be susceptible to such attacks if you Jews cheat one another. Which is own powerful. It's not then a historical explanation, but it is a powerful warning message to us all. Tomorrow, though, we'll see the other rendering, which is back in Parshat Beshalach, which indeed offers the possible explanation. We'll see you tomorrow. Consider it and think about it yourself. Have a great day.